What's going on, world? So whatever you say, podcast. I am Ivory Towns, and you know the mantra. Whatever you say, hope you stand on it. Whatever you say, think about it first. Mr. Karim Muhammad, TAP Awards, 10 years strong right now. Teachers Appreciation Foundation. Tell us all about it, Ring.
Yeah, it's our 10th year coming up. I'm excited, very excited about the zenith, the precipice of the movement of TAB, and we want and need everybody to come out, support this.
No doubt, I was graced enough to get the invitation last year, and I was very, very impressed, man. A lot of people showed up. Everybody was dipped to the nines. We had the red carpet going out there. I appreciate that invite, man. And what can we expect different this year? I know this is in Tulsa this go round, right?
Yeah, one of the dates is in Tulsa. We got July 18th in Oklahoma City. July 20th, we're routing the TAF Awards to Tulsa, Oklahoma. So this year is an official tour, TAF Awards tour.
Okay, so we're going multiple.
Yeah.
All right.
And I want to add 1 to 2 cities each year until I get 10 cities. It's my high end, my top end goal.
10 cities, and so in one sitting, we'll one day we'll be in Oklahoma City. Next couple days later, we'll be in
Tulsa,
okay,
New York, LA, Philly, wherever.
Yeah, that's a tour.
Yeah,
like a big box U-Haul truck to bring our stuff, bring our equipment, and it's a real thing, real movement we got going right here. That's a lot of effort to put in to appreciate teachers, man. That's a big move right there. Who else is doing that?
Right. I've been a big thinker, so I always try to, once I reach one goal, I say, okay, how can I double and triple what I just did? I've always challenged myself. I'm in competition with myself.
Heard that.
I always, see how I can raise the bar, if you will.
Take me back to year 1 of the TAF Awards.
Year 1.
Like you say, you're an ambitious guy. I'm sure you want to do TAF Awards on the moon.
Yes.
In year 2. But
absolutely.
Now we're 10 years in. Are you getting what you thought out of it? Have you got the awareness and the name out there like you wanted to?
Well, I have my own visual on how I critique myself each TAF Awards. And when you in the center of what's going on from beginning to end, it's like, man, I could have did this better. I should have did that. I should, I should have did a counter punch instead of doing that uppercut. So, I don't know, man. I say this humbly. I see things each year that I'm like, man, I should have did that better. I could have did that better. Am I where I want to be 10 years later? No. If me and you on a podcast 10 years from now, you ask me that question, I'll probably say the same thing. And I ain't worried. Man, you've been doing this 20 years, Reem. What's up? Man, I still see things that I could, do better.
It's always something.
Yeah, it's always something.
Always a work in progress.
Yes.
Talk to me about how it got started. I know the story, but tell people why this avenue. We could have had an appreciation foundation for any line of work. You know what I mean? Why towards the teachers?
Well, to give you my anecdote synopsis of why I started it was simply my mom. She taught first grade for over 40 years. So I came to her in 2013 with the idea just to have something small and intimate for retired school teachers. Even her visual initially made me nonplussed. So I went back home, really wrecking my brain, trying to figure out how I'm going to do this with my mom's blessing. So I came back to her and said, Mom, it's in the pit of my gut. I want to do something, unprecedented for retired school teachers. That was the initial mustard seed. Then she said, well, have you ever considered having a custodian, a school bus driver, a cafeteria worker? She started naming off everyone in the school village attending this banquet. I said, I haven't thought about that. She said, because I'm going to tell you something. One of my best friends was a custodian, was a janitor. It wasn't neighbor next door that was teaching first and second grade along with me. Ironically, he was the custodian. And so I said, no, I haven't. She said, include those people in, you got something. So 2014, Tab was birthed. And then that same year, I coined the phrase. I said, not only I want to do a banquet, I want to do something more gargantuous. Since I'm going to add the whole school village, I wanted like something lights, camera, action, vivacious, fun, paparazzi, videography, podcasts. I want to include all that media.
Right.
Into the Voltron, if you will, of the TAF. And so I came up with the TAF Awards, and then I said I wanted to be flashy. So I said it's the Grammys for dignitaries, educators, and support staff. And I say that emphatically because once asked a question by a lot of the aristocracies here in Oklahoma, in the state of Oklahoma, they say, well, you want TAF to be in the years to come. I want TAF to be all over the country. I don't care if it's on Nickelodeon. I want it on a national, international platform.
Nickelodeon, you heard that. Make it happen. Teachers Appreciation Foundation. Automatically, you think about school. Just the other day, I saw this story about, parents coming down on a teacher because the teacher includes the kids in his TikToks and the content creating. I don't know if you saw that story. He had a bunch of kids taking down his hair in class and things like that. Parents didn't like that. Got him suspended, got him fired, I believe. What do you think your mother or other teachers or even yourself feel about situations like that? That gap that used to be between teachers and students, that gap is closing now. Teachers are younger. They're kind of into some of them are kind of into the same thing the kids are into. How do you think your mother, say she was teaching in her prime, in this day and age though, how do you think she would handle those situations or just maneuver those type of news stories?
Well, in the interim of our generation, when I was coming up, in the interim leading up to where we are today, you have different evolutions and phenomena that encourages that particular point in time, that particular segue of students to act a certain way. So say, for instance, you brought up the TikTok, all right? The gentleman, whoever he or she may be, said, okay, I'm going to find something where I can ingratiate my audience of kids.
Right.
He know they're into TikTok, so let me see if I can, land my plane, so to speak, right here instead of just keeping it up here. And again, it does create that more of that I'm your friend. Now, I don't agree with it in terms of trying to get these kids to be your friend.
Right.
I don't agree with that at all.
That's a thin line.
Yeah, that's a
real fine line.
Extreme thin line. So just getting acclimated to the nuance, if you will, to what's going on now. I was with my sons yesterday, and they still poke fun at me. Like, Pops, you an old man, you don't know nothing about this, because I don't.
Right.
I'm old school. Now, I'm only, I'll be 46. I'm still relatively young.
Young man out here, man.
In September, But it's a lot of things that's going on now that I'm just not in the know about.
Sure.
And I know that it's a new way. Like, say, 30 years from now, it's going to be something that's not presented to the world. That's going to, be that go-to for people to be ingratiated and galvanized to be a part of.
Right.
But in a sense of my mom, what she say, because even her, she said, a lot of those kids, it's certain curriculums that she did 20, 30 years ago that she won't do now.
What's the point?
It's pointless. Yeah. It's null and void, almost. So a lot of things in a lot of ways, man, a lot of phenomenons that come because where Facebook going to be at even 10 years from now, or Twitter or TikTok, It's going to be something that's going to evolutionize what's going on now.
Hey, what they trying to sell or trying to find somebody to buy TikTok right now?
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now.
So a new wave is coming.
Tell me, you said you had sons. You walk into a class. Say you had a daughter and she was taking down the kids, the teacher's hair.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker. She wants to do hair when she grows up. There is no cosmetology program. The teacher has braids. Right? And this is all the situation that I was explaining with this other teacher. It was a male teacher, and female students were taking his hair down. And it's like, listen, my kids some of them want to do this, they want to do that. There is no programs. And that kind of makes the teacher have to step up their job just a little bit more, but it may look like that though. Right. It just, because I have a daughter, and I was like, how would I feel about that? I don't know. How would you feel about that?
Definitely, it's a time and place for any and everything.
Right.
And everything is not for everybody. So, fortunately, all my sons are grown, responsible adults. But I have one child that's still in high school, 17. She's a precocious young lady. She's mature beyond her years, and she knows exactly what she wants. But say, for instance, if she was into hair, and I walk into the classroom and see her doing her male teacher, even if it's a female teacher,
right?
That's 100%. It's inappropriate. You can't do that right there at school in the classroom. And she's teaching math.
It doesn't matter. That's another thing. He said, school, the work was done. It was Friday, end of the week, last hour of the day. Like, does that matter? I didn't.
Yeah. Well, let's throw on some Tupac and roll a joint, smoke some weed too. Then, it's like it's too certain things you have to.
Let's make it a kickback.
Let's make it a kickback. You have to have that boundary.
Yeah.
You have to have that.
Yeah. Well, listen, that type of thinking is how you get 10 years in of the TAP Awards right there.
Yes, sir.
All right, discipline. Have some boundaries a little bit. Sponsors, how we, any new sponsors coming in, kicking in, teaming up with the TAP Awards this time around?
Great question. We got 6th Avenue Honda.
No doubt, shout out.
Madison Honda was our title sponsor. Then we have Langston University.
Shout out Langston, okay.
Title sponsor.
You said Madison, is that my man?
Yes.
Cut it.
Yes. That's my guy.
Cut it. That's my dude.
We're big on education. We talk on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And Artie, gentleman's name, he's speaking of a good buddy of mine.
Okay.
Like I said, we talk on a regular basis, and he's 1,000% behind TAP and what we do for the entire school village. So is my guy Jason, 6th Avenue Honda, and Langston University got with us this year.
Is this the first time for Langston?
No.
No? Okay.
No, not the first time. So yeah, we're excited to get those repeated sponsors, because that's what it takes. We can't do this. And I tell people, they see the finished product, but we can't do this without the support of the people. It just cannot be done.
No doubt. Support from the people. Sponsors play a huge part in that, in funding this whole thing. Shout out to the venue, wherever spot you can get to okay these TAF Awards, because believe it or not, I know it's TAF Awards, I know it's Teachers Appreciation Foundation. Some of these venues are like, they can be kind of funny-duddy with it, but my man Karim Muhammad putting it all together. 10th year anniversary for the TAF Awards. Give us those dates again. You got the 18th in OKC.
July 18th, 6 p.m., Oklahoma City.
Where's that at?
At the Conterra Event Center in War Acres. Please visit our website, which is tab5.org, TAF, the number 5.org, or give us a call at 405-532-3488. And July 20th, we'll be in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 6 p.m. at the 36th Street North Event Center.
No doubt. No doubt.
Give us a call, 405-532-3488. Get your tickets. Tickets are not available at the door.
Don't be slow poking. Is that what you're saying?
Don't be slow poking.
I-
Tables are, and listen, this is not no selling pitch. It is, but it ain't. You know, tickets are moving fast. So if you're really interested in coming, if you came before, come again. Get your tickets now because they moving. They moving and grooving.
Real quick, out there in the world, in society, a lot of news is out there about they're trying to take our cash from us, Kareem.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to take the cash and turn it all into credit, Bitcoin, whatever. With that type of news floating around, is it tough getting sponsors? Is it tough getting nonprofits or keep a nonprofit going like what you're doing, a charity or whatever you got going?
I'm going to get on my soapbox.
Get on it.
Quick.
Get on it, man.
Okay. What makes things unnecessarily convoluted and hard is when people lie to your face.
Okay.
I'm a black and white person. This is business, right? You don't have to do anything that's translucent or gray. Tell me yes or no, and I'm going somewhere with this.
Uh-huh.
I know failure is synonymous with success. I know you have your ups, you have your downs, you have your, the yin. You can't have the yin without the yang. But if I'm coming to you and I'm giving you my elevator pitch, and you say, yeah, love what you're doing, let's keep it going. Yeah, we're gonna sponsor you. Just for you to be like, no, I'm not when it's time to pay the piper.
Right.
I can't stand that. Just tell, I'm not afraid of no.
Right.
Right. I can call you now, hey man, can I get on your podcast? Hey man, I ain't got no spots for you. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it moving.
Right.
I ain't got no choice.
Right.
Don't tell me, yeah, man. Hey, meet me up here at 6 o'clock. Come, and like, man, where is this guy at?
Or 5:30. Say, man, I can't.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
And that's how corporate America will do you.
Sure.
Straight up, straight down, and around. So I like being a grassroots organization. I love it.
You sifted through all that, man. It's still going 10 years strong.
Yeah.
Is there some kind of piece of game you can give to other nonprofit and charity creators?
It's 4 words, and it's not a cliche. It's 4 words. Don't stop, keep going.
I heard that. You say no? Okay, it's another one over
It's
here.
another one.
Right next door.
It's another one. And timing is everything. I don't care what God or spiritual, influence that you have or religion you choose to be a part of. Timing is everything. So you can set out to do whatever you want, but if it's not your turn, not your time, don't be discouraged.
Yeah.
Keep going, because your turn gonna come up and back. I got a lot of growing to do.
All right.
Timing. I've been trying to find this gentleman here for 2 years.
My man Josiah Overstreet just walked in.
Josiah Overstreet. He said, man, I thought it was for teachers. I didn't respond. I thought it was just
Actor extraordinaire. You say you've been trying to get at him.
for 2 years, for
Yeah.
2 TAF awards.
Yeah.
And I have proof of concept. That's why I showed. I said, I'm just gonna show you a clip. I got a plethora of content, 10 years worth. I said, let me go straight to one of your colleagues, an actor, who a lot of people are familiar with. And I have his direct contact, Lamont, Jay Lamont.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Oklahoma City,
Right.
well-known actor.
Yeah.
Well, I digress. He's a well-known singer. He's on tour right now with Patti LaBelle. He's going to be at the TAF Awards. He's flying in from LA. My big brother Terry C. Carney is flying in. He's a film producer. He's originally from Spencer, Oklahoma, but he's been in LA for over 30 years.
How many times have you had to but how many reactions have you gotten from people who are not in the education realm, entertainment, whatever? Like Josiah, he said, "Oh yeah, I saw that, but I'm not a teacher, so I didn't know. I didn't respond." You get that a lot from celebrities or folks outside of the educational world?
No. And the reason why is because quintessentially, and it's beneficial for me. People, they see it, they say, okay, TAB, Teachers Appreciation Foundation, and then when they read my subline, it's the Grammys for dignitaries.
Yeah.
I.e.
Yeah.
Josiah.
Yeah.
Educators.
Yeah.
Educators is the blanket for people that's in the, like, you're an educator.
I appreciate it.
You can teach me in 2 seconds how to push 3 buttons from what you do with this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know nothing about this setup at
Right.
all. You can show me something in 5 minutes. You just educated me on what to do. So it elaborates from the word teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers, and this is the lack for a better word. So don't misconstrue it. Teachers Appreciation Foundation is just a cosplay of what's actually going on. Okay? And once you really look into it, you see all these hundreds of people come together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, the mayor is over here. Senator such and such is over here.
Right.
That guy, he owns, whatever famous restaurant. Is sitting over there, just got an award. This guy over here, I know, he been promoting shows and parties for the past 25 years, bringing hundreds of people from all over the world together. He's sitting over there, he got an award, So it's an eclectic range of how we all teach and influence each other.
You don't have to specifically be a teacher.
You don't have to specifically sit in a colloquial classroom.
Right. Just be a part of the community. Pass some game out. Take some game in. Right? Spread some love. Right? Get some folks together. And you're a teacher. Right?
Period.
And you can be a part of the Teacher Appreciation Foundation.
Period.
And all the movement going forward, man. Kareem, man, it's big things. I love what you're doing out here. This year, 2 spots, Oklahoma City and Tulsa. That's a tough pull.
Yes.
In a span of what, 2-3 days?
Yeah.
That's a tough pull, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you, everybody who's down with you and a part of it. I know you're not just moving by yourself. It's truly a group effort. I know it's a lot of other Muhammads and a lot of other family that's involved with the TAF Awards, man. So you're doing your thing, man. I can just tip my hat to you.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. Keep it moving.
I appreciate it. In closing, as I say, as I reverberate and echo, we cannot do this without the support of the community. We can't do this without the support of the people globally. Get your tickets. Go online, taf5.org. That's TAF, the number 5.org, or give us a call, 405-532-3488. This is the Grammys for dignitaries, educators, and support staff globally.
No doubt. Whatever You Say podcast was a part of it last year. I plan to try to make my way to the event some way, somehow this year. And, see if we can get some folks on before, during that red carpet time, the pregame. Everybody's coming in there, making sure them shoes are shined up right, taking those pictures to make sure that everybody know that I was in the house. Right. Make your way over to the Whatever You Say podcast, and hey, man, we can talk about it. Kareem, TAF Awards, the face of this whole Teacher Appreciation Foundation movement. Kareem, I appreciate giving me a little bit of time, and let's keep the thing going, man, for 20.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
TAF Awards, be a part of it. July 18th here in OKC, July 20th in Tulsa. Find the website, taf5.org. That's TAF5.org for the rest of the information, time, dates, all that type of stuff, all right? So Whatever You Say podcast, that's Karim Muhammad. TAF Awards, number 10. Coming to a city near you, OKC and Tulsa. We'll see you there. Be good.